Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of Coffee with a Coach. As you can see, I'm actually not having coffee. I'm at Disney. It's the week before Christmas, so we're here as kind of a family vacation. But the reason I wanted you to take a look at this is that really, when you take a look at these bushes, you have to ask yourself the question, how would a person make a bush look like Mickey Mouse? And the answer is, if you look real close, you can see there's kind of like a little chicken wire framework in there. And then, of course, I'm guessing they put the plant inside it and it grows, and once it gets to a certain filling stage, I guess it looks just like Mickey Mouse. Now, the big question is, what would happen if you were to take that bush and you were actually cutting the chicken wire off that bush? What do you suppose would happen? I got to get out of the way because everybody's taking pictures. What would probably happen if you came back to that bush in 1 year is it would look exactly like a bush. Now, what's that have to do with this morning's edition of Coffee with a Coach? Well, the reason I'm showing you this is that I think all of us in some way, shape, or form are really wearing chicken wire. There is the essential real person we are inside, and then there's that framework, the things we have to do, the way we have to behave. It probably is a lot different than how you're wired to do things. So the question is, how well do you know what's inside there? You know, when people go through what's called a midlife crisis, what they often find is that their chicken wire is removed, and suddenly they're not really comfortable with who they are. It's usually a health issue, or a relationship ends, or the kids leave home, or you lose your job or your career. But if you could figure out what that is, what you're really made of, what you're really thinking about, what's most important to you, leverage that now, and then figure out how to weave that into your career, you'd probably find you'd be a heck of a lot happier. So this week, be thinking about this question: what's underneath that chicken wire that you're wearing? And maybe a good tool you could use for something like that is a tool like Myers-Briggs, or one of those assessments that really shows you what your preferences are. I think it would be well worth your time to do that. If you could figure out who you really are and what you're really all about, there's a better chance you have of really being happy in life. So that's it for this week. Hope you enjoy your holiday week, and I'll see you next week on Coffee with a Coach.